Hello everyone, today we're talking about the new Splatoon 2 weapon that got added today, and that is the new type of Slosher, the one that looks identical to a washing machine, the Sloshing machine. It's obviously a pun, just like everything in Splatoon 2 is. I'm wearing a garbage bag right now, so if you hear some weird crinkling, that's why. Let's hear the words from Sheldon. The sloshing machine is basically your normal everyday washing machine, except it fires twisting volleys of beautiful ink. The spiraling ink volleys provide solid attack power and leave a trail of ink. Smoke out dirty campers with the auto bombs and splat them off with the map. If they survive that, you can hunt them down with the stingray. Dirty campers. Smoke out dirty campers. This set is perfect for splatting like a wild child and drowning the battlefield in a whirlwind of ink. While I do agree with this, I do think the Slosher, the regular Slosher, not the washing Slosher, but the regular Slosher, the bucket, the one that's green, you know, the typical one, I think it's a bit better. And we're going to really compare the two a lot because there's really no other comparison you can make, right? You either use, if you like a Slosher, you're either going to use the washing Slosher machine, the sloshing machine, or you're going to use the regular Slosher. Now, there are reasons to like both of them. I do like the sub-weapon. I do like the thing that chases down people and it explodes. That one is incredibly good. And I do appreciate that one more than the one with the Slosher, which is just a small little bomb. But I do prefer the shield, the ink armor, in the Slosher way more than I like it in the sloshing machine. I don't like the stingray. I'm sure there's a couple people out there that like the stingray, but I'm sure most of us can agree it's one of the weaker, if not the weakest, of all of the specials. But look right here, it splats pretty well. And the reason why it splats well is you can see it has very far range. The thing that it has over the regular Slosher is its incredible range. You can go out in the middle of a splat zone and you can shoot from afar really, really easy. It's really good in things like splat zones where you can basically kill anyone in that zone from wherever you are. It's very, 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 very good in that regard, and you'll see in some places where it's not good close range. So that's of course, the negative to most long-range weapons, is they're not as good short range. So the main reason why I like Slosher better is because it is stronger. You kill more people, you splat more people because it's stronger. And I do like that this is longer range, and it will help you in some cases, but just see, like, look how many splats I got, okay? This is by far a amazing weapon, okay? There's no fighting it. It is a good weapon. The only problem is, I think the best weapon in the whole entire game is the regular Slosher. So it has some really stiff competition here. You know, it's very, very strong. It's very, very hard to beat something as great as the regular Slosher in my eyes. This is better if you are in something like, I don't know, I still think regular Slosher is better in splat zones because I feel like it spreads ink better wherever you need it to be in the zone. And it also splats so many people at once. This thing is decent, like, wide. Like, it doesn't have the best width. Like, it covers more linear area than, like, total area, if that makes sense. It goes farther, not wider. The Slosher, I feel, is stronger, and it covers more area that's in front of you, more close range distance, because the sloshing machine just shoots a volley of ink linear in front of you in a line, while the Slosher shoots a wave of ink. And in something like splat zones, in something like oh, that was cool. I keep dying from rollers in this map because it's just not the best short range. When you fight a roller in splat zones or wherever in with the Slosher, you can beat the roller usually because it only takes 2 little waves of ink. This one, it takes about 3 to kill someone or splat someone. So, you know, there's negatives and positives both. I still think this is a great weapon. I just think if you like a Slosher, I think the regular Slosher is still better. Moving on to what I was saying, I mean, look, it did so well against that person. Like, it splats so many people. It's great, it is. But I think in something like splat zones, it covers a lot of ink area. Like, it does. Like, the regular Slosher does a big amount of area that's near you, and it splats people easier because it's so strong, and you can get rid of people on a tower extremely easy. Now, that's another thing, though. Tower control, I'm gonna go mode to mode and tell you which one's better. Mode to mode in tower control, this thing is pretty dang good because you can camp from pretty far away and you can splat people that are on the tower. On the other hand, the regular Slosher is just a lot more powerful, and it can cover that whole entire width area of the tower, you know, so both are good there. This is just better at the long range in tower control, I would say. So I don't know, it's hard to completely be excited about this thing when I think the other alternative is a bit better. And I know that's really negative mindset to have, but I do strongly prefer the regular Slosher because it covers better area, it's wider area, it's stronger. I like the special with it better. But this thing is still worthwhile getting and trying out. It is still, I would say, equally as good on tower control. I would say the regular Slosher is a lot better at splat zones and turf wars because it does spread better ink, I would say. And I don't know, the other one, Rainmaker, both are good at Rainmaker equally. So this thing is still good. I also think that in things like splat zones and tower control, the ink armor is way better than the Stingray, you know? So, I don't know. I feel like the Slosher is better, and when your name, you know, the sloshing machine, is in the other name, Slosher, you have to compare the two. But I'm going to stop being negative, and I'm going to talk more about the positives. It's very pretty. I know that sounds like a stupid thing to mention, but like, look at this thing. It's huge, it looks cool, and when you shoot the ink, it looks really pretty. Like, it sends a volley of ink that looks really cool. Like, it spins and twirls. I don't know, I think that's a worthwhile mention. I said the umbrella, the Splatbrella was really pretty, so why not say this thing's really pretty, because it is. Also, I really think this is good in places where you are in the back and your fellow inklings are in the front. So you're shooting from the back. See right here, right now, I didn't splat anyone, but I am shooting from afar and I'm helping out my partners from the back. Right now, a Slosher, I'd be up there, where this is more of a going in the back way, I would say. This is more far range for sure, and it helps a lot because it still is strong and it's very quick pace. It recharges very quickly, you know. But here you see the Stingray, and you know, I think everyone watching this video right now would strongly prefer the ink armor in the position I am right here, you know? So it would have helped everyone a lot, and including me. So right here, it's very good being a sneaky little rat inkling, you know, like standing from the back, splatting people, and having a good time with your sloshing volley of ink. And it is good in that regard, it really is. I think you hear that's the crinkle of my trash bag. It actually is very hot in here right now because the trash bag makes it a lot hotter. Anyways, moving on, it's good in turf wars. It spreads a decent amount of ink, but again, I think the Slosher does a better job at it, but it's still good. I would say if I had to grade it out of 10, I'd give it an 8.7, an 8.8, maybe a 9 out of 10. I would give the Slosher 100. I would give it 100%. It's, I think, by far the best weapon in this game. So it's just very hard for me to praise this thing when I think the Slosher is much better. But it's still worth your while if you're in a team or your partner uses a Slosher. Like this plus another Slosher is so good because you have the person who's the Slosher, the regular bucket right in front of you, shooting tons of big waves of ink, and then you have you behind that Slosher shooting long-ranged ink. It's a very powerful thing. I mean, if you look at any Splatoon weapon, they're not good if everyone on your team is using them, right? You need diversity. So there are times where if you have a Slosher on your team, the sloshing machine might be better. Also, look at did you see the thing? Like, it was still, like, shaking it when the match was over. That's me anytime I'm in the game. Like, you're still shaking. I'm still shook. Anyways, yeah, I think it's great. I think it's a good weapon. I think it's worth you trying. But I do think the Slosher is better. But that's coming from someone who is a huge fan of the Slosher. And the Slosher's the main reason why I'm good at... I'm getting lots of points in Splatoon right now. I really like the Splatbrella. I'm still really enjoying it. I think it's doing great. As well as I do like the Dapple Dualies and some other of the Dualies, but the Slosher is just by far the best one, and I will use this from time to time. I think it is cool, it does look cool, it's fun to use. I really like the Seeker thing that chases people down. It's very annoying, very powerful for you, and yeah, overall, it's a good weapon. I'll give you some fun gameplay to end the day with, and comment down below what you think of the Slosher machine. I think it's pretty good. I think it's pretty good. And I also got some fun gameplay in the Manta Maria, so that's always great. Thanks for watching. For more Splatoon videos, hit subscribe. Goodbye.